Top 10 Dungeon Manhwa with an OP MC. It's time for another top 10 videos, and this time I'm covering some of the greatest dungeon manga Manhwa with an OP MC. I have personally liked it, so what do you think of these Manhwa? Do you like them or do you hate them? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if I come up short on any other Manhwa manga that fall under both categories, I'll be sure to have more top 10 videos shortly. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and like the video. Also, turn on the notification so you never miss any update. Okay then, let's begin leveling up. At number 10, we have The Gamer. Jihan loves gaming more than anything, but it still comes as a shock when one day he suddenly acquires a mysterious power that superimposes RPG characteristics onto the real world. Tasks like going to the store for his mother initiate experience-earning quests, and everyone around the boy display levels and stats above their heads. But what starts as a mild curiosity suddenly becomes all the more real when Jihan discovers that there's monsters to be killed, special skills to be earned, and others who have similar abilities. Okay then, at number 9, we have the advanced player of the tutorial tower. After being trapped for 12 years in a tower full of regenerating monsters, ᴠᴏᴘɪ is more powerful than just about any human or monster on Earth. Now that he's free, he's determined to find out who was behind his imprisonment, even if that means he has to kill hordes of monsters and inadvertently save the world along the way. Here come at number 8, Call to Adventure, defeating dungeons with a skill board. It's been 5 years since strange dungeons opened up around the earth, spilling monsters into our world. Average citizens everywhere have risen to the challenge to become adventurers, fighting these fantasy creatures and clearing out dungeons as best as they can. Among them is Karabushi Haruki, a 27-year-old rookie overlooked by everyone and less than successful at beating monsters and finding treasure. Unsure how he can compete with much more powerful adventurers, an opportunity is dropped into his lap. A dungeon suddenly appears right beneath his home. Could this be a place for him to train? Even better, he discovers a skill board that allows him to level up faster. The dungeon diving adventures Haruki has always dreamed of are getting started. Getting excited about number 7, Dungeon Builder. The Demon King's Labyrinth is a modern city. Beings that create and control monsters and demons, beings that build and reign over malicious labyrinths, the chosen individuals to possess an overwhelming unique skill. They are the Demon Lords. Demon Lords entice people to come to the labyrinth they've built and eat the people's despair as their nourishment. However, creation Demon Lord Procel has decided that he will obtain people's hopes and not their despair as nourishment, and build a happy town instead of a malicious labyrinth to collect human beings. This is the story of an eccentric Demon Lord with all its ins and outs. Okay, here at number 6, we have Dungeon KURASHI no MOTO YUUSHA. After killing the Demon Lord, Blumdilmond was pursued by the kingdom and forced to leave the country. While spending days trying to avoid the assassins aiming at his neck, he suddenly came up with an idea. He could hide inside the dungeon that was once the Demon Lord's hideout. If it's there, then he could be safe. Without hesitating, Blum went into the dungeon, but then he met someone unexpected in the lower levels. One of his former companions with whom he fought side by side against against the Demon Lord. Moreover, a maid called Irene, who once served the Demon Lord, is also there. And so, since their interests happened to match, the three of them decided to cooperate together to rebuild the worn-out dungeon, working earnestly in order to turn it into their own safe paradise. At number 5, we got the Blade of Evolution. Walking alone in the dungeon, a man awakened his healing ability, but this ability is trash. During a mission in an underground dungeon with his team, all the members of his team except him were killed. This was due to the angry lost priest, who was released because of them. In this dungeon, he got a sword and upgraded his powers with that sword. What would that man do alone against all that? Okay, at number 4, we have Dungeon Battle Royale. Mao ni nata no de sekai doitsu wo mizashimasu. The year 20XX, the world was heading towards destruction. One day, the emails were sent to the entire population suddenly. The purpose of the email was to divide the entire human population into law, neutral, and chaos in order to begin the world salvation product. Shion Kurosaki, a freshman in university, was selected as Chaos. His reincarnation story begins here. Okay, at number 3, we have Updater. The blacksmith NPC Aiden. One day, his village gets deleted by the hands of the system moderator. And as he and his little sister Elise perished, he swore to himself, "I'll destroy this system with my very own hands." It was then you have unlocked moderator perms. Moderator level 1, Aiden, wakes up with a new power, marking the beginning of his journey as a moderator. What will become of Aiden? This is really good manhwa if you want to enjoy some time to read. Alright, at number 2, we have Bug Player. Taepong Shen knows every nook and cranny of his favorite MMO video game, Paradiso, like it was the back of his hand. However, his gaming adventures suffer an abrupt end after his untimely death. But this is not his last hurrah, since he's reincarnated as Jared, a delinquent lord of a frozen province in Paradiso. Now, he must brave the world he loved and take advantage of all the glitches he knows, and turns himself into the main character of his new solo adventure. At last, we have the solo leveling. By far, my favorite Manhwa E-Class Hunter Jinwoo Sung is the weakest of them all. Looked down on by everyone, he has no money, no abilities to speak of, and no other job prospects. So, when his party finds a hidden dungeon, he is determined to use this chance to change his life for the better. But the opportunity he finds is a bit different from what he had in mind. Please check it out one time if you're really sometime that can make your feeling awesome. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Do make a comment below which one have you seen. Do share your experience. Don't forget to like the video. Do press the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos and news trends. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.